Okay, and here are the chicken wraps. So this is one of the 3 meals that I've made. If we cut the chicken in half on either one of these wraps or both of these wraps, and the peppers and the onions and tomatoes, we could have 4, and if we wanted to be really thrifty, 6 wraps. So we're having a light meal, each having a wrap. So we're kind of overdoing it on the chicken. Still have plenty of chicken left for the chicken and noodles and the chicken stir fry. So we're going to go enjoy our wraps. And the next meal up is going to be the chicken stir fry. Okay, here I'm cooking up for my meal tonight some of the stir fry. So I've got the portion that, when you do the bake or fry the chicken breast, I portioned it out for 3 different types of meals. Each meal could be a couple of meals apiece. So as far as the wraps went, I cooked them up in that, and I had generous portion because it was my husband and I each eating a wrap. Had it been, somebody else with either a bigger appetite or a lesser appetite, you may have been able to get 4 wraps. We got 2. Then the portion that I portioned out for the stir fry is right here. It's me eating it. I'm going to have an extra portion of rice. So this is probably going to be 2 dinner or supper meals and probably a light lunch meal. So I'll get 3 out of this because it's me that's eating this. I'll probably have a 1.5 cups of rice, and what you see here going away, frying away in the fry pan. Again, just imagining that I don't have any types of sauces, stir fry, anything. And you may, if you only have $20 to $25 of the groceries, not have salt and pepper either. Actually, I don't use salt much in any of my cooking, but I do use pepper. So if you were, all you had was grocery money of $20, $25 and you did have salt and pepper at home, well, you'd be salt and peppering this. I think it looks good. It smells fabulous, and like I said, 2.5 meals out of it, that's fabulous. And this is a stir fry. So this is one of the 3 meals that I said I was going to make and eat with the ingredients that I bought for under $20. So we've got the tomatoes in there. They were all fried in a little bit of butter because, of course, we were able to afford some butter. So we've got tomatoes and peppers and onions over a bed of rice with a little butter in it. Again, I say this portion could be split in half. I thought I'd have 2.5 meals. Yes, if I added more rice in that and just split the ingredients in, portions of 2.5, I would have 2.5 meals out of this. I am quite hungry today, so I'm just going to have 2 meals out of it. But yeah, I do have pepper in the household, so if this is the groceries you bought this week and you had salt and pepper and you even had some soy sauce or whatever it is that you want to pour over the top, even when I make stir fry myself, I don't use any seasonings and I don't use any sauces. So believe it or not, I just have the rice, a little bit of butter, so I always want rice and fat, and then all the vegetables I can imagine sauteed and thrown over the top. So there it is, my stir fry. Okay, and here is the 3rd meal that I made for myself. Just to, have it look hearty and whatever, I did add both helpings, but this is actually 2 servings for me. So just going to be splitting this in half and putting the other serving in the refrigerator and eating it for lunch tomorrow. But yeah, here it is. There's the penne pasta with some cream of chicken soup, and then I added a little bit of butter to it, so some fat added to it. Just a few of the peas, because I don't want the whole can of peas. I have a little bit of tomato left. I have a little bit of pepper left. We have several meals. You could just have buttered macaroni. Who knows? I mean, like I said, depending on how many and your appetite, could be several more meals in there. We still have 3/4 of the can. I don't want to open it, but 3/4 of this can of peas are left. So, probably only use 2 ounces. Got 6.5 ounces left. Still have some soup. If you watered it down, you could probably have 2 servings of soup out of what's left of the can, which is just a little bit less than half the can. And this is the pots that I cooked it in, so you have at least another meal left in this pot, at least, depending, again, on your appetite. I know you're going to hear me say that a lot, but it just depends. On the noodles that are left, that could be 1, possibly 2 meals. So you could just butter them up, or you can add some of this to it and get 2 straight meals out of it. Thin out the sauce a little bit with some water, because we didn't buy any milk in our haul because we couldn't afford it. And you could get 2 more meals right there out of what's left over in the saucepans. So this is the third meal. It's a favorite of mine. It's cream of chicken soup that's cooked through with some chicken pieces and some tinned peas. And if you really wanted to dress it up, you could take the whole works and put it in a larger casserole pan. You know, everything, all the peas, all the soup, certainly not all the noodles, but enough noodles for a casserole pan, and then just crumble some of the breadcrumbs, because we did get a loaf of bread, over the top, and stick it in the oven in a casserole dish for, half an hour, 45 minutes to cook it all the way through. Take the tin foil off the top to get the breadcrumbs crunchy, and there you have a casserole. So you wouldn't just have a saucepan meal done on the stovetop, but you would actually have a casserole dish with casserole, and that could be several meals, and it's tasty when you do the breadcrumbs on top. So there we have it, and I hope you've enjoyed this series. 25 and under, or $20 and under, is going to be something I'm going to feature regularly on my channel. Thanks for joining me here.